It's Betty time and I am at work. Today is Tuesday. And Erica texted me saying she left me something in the fridge. And I think I found it. You want to see what it is? Donuts. I'm so happy. I didn't know these came in short form. These are cute. I knew they came in the pants, but I kind of want a pair of the shorts. Different color too. I would get the gray, even though gray is not really one of my colors. Today is my last day at the store for a little bit. I'm taking a leave of absence because the office that I work at offered me 5 days a week. So I'm there by myself, so it's safer and it pays more. So I'm taking a little break from here. I'm kind of sad. We are back in a lockdown. Technically, we haven't left lockdown since November of last year. It's now April, but we got a stay home order today. So the mall is empty. Everything's closed once again. It is a beautiful day outside and I slept until 3 p.m. Judge me if you want, but apparently my body was really tired. I didn't set an alarm and Courtney came in at 3 and was like, "It's 3 o'clock, are you awake?" And I was like, "No, I'm still asleep, who knew?" This is my outfit of the day. Nice little slit action here. This top I technically got for Janie, but it didn't fit her, so she gave it back. I'm cool with it. I think it looks really cute. I got a scrunchie in and these earrings. Love them. I have no makeup on right now, and I kind of have makeup on from like last night. And I made my first smoothie of the year. This is orange juice, vanilla yogurt, strawberries, and bananas. That's the update. I might go for a walk. I am out on a walk, and this tree is full of buds. Happy spring. Happy spring indeed. I was gonna do like a cute photo shoot kind of thing because I look adorable. But it turns out it's really warm out, but the sun isn't really shining and I needed, oh, look at these buds. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is a nice color green. Crazy. I found another tree with buds on it. I don't know what's up with me today, but this is just making me so happy. Okay, look at these ones. Bright yellow. Beautiful. Matched the school bus next door. In January of this year, I told myself that I would do a little wrap up for all the movies and books that I've read and watched this year so far. I have not been doing that, so I thought I would just kind of do a little update right now. So for books, I am currently on my 15th book right now in April. My Goodreads goal for the whole year was 15 books, so I'm really proud of myself. I am only listening to audiobooks this year, not on purpose. Like, I have lots of books that I could pick up, but it just suits me really well to listen on the train when I'm going to work and on the bus, and I have just really enjoyed it, and it's helping me get into reading, which I'm very excited about, obviously. So in January, I think I read 5 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll start with books, and I'm just gonna do a little quick blurb about each and what I rated it on Goodreads. So in February, I started with Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was so good, 5 out of 5. I had to Google to see if this was a real band because I really wanted it to be. And I definitely recommend the audiobook for this because it was like a full cast production, which I didn't even know was a thing. But like each character had a voice and it was so just like, it felt real. It felt real. And I was so upset that Daisy Jones and the Six is not already a movie or TV show. Apparently they are making it into a TV show, and I am first in line to be watching that. It was so good. 5 out of 5. Then I read Open Book by Jessica Simpson. I didn't think I was gonna like this one, to be honest, because I've really never been a Jessica Simpson fan. I was always an Ashley Simpson fan though. Oh my God, I love Ashley. But this book was so good. I gave it 5 out of 5. I thought it was gonna be a little too like Jesus-y, and it really didn't bother me when she talked about it. It was just a very good book. Like any kind of memoir I'm always interested in, but like that was probably one of the best ones I've read in a while. Along with that one was not like along, but another memoir. We Have Always Been Here, a queer Muslim memoir by Samra Habib. I also gave this one 5 stars. It was really good. And it's about a girl or woman and a family and just her adventure and journey into discovering herself and how she got there. It's very good, very good. Recommend. Then I read The Power by Naomi Alderman. And this one was one I really loved all of it up until the ending. I didn't like how it didn't have a full tied up with a bow kind of ending. But the whole journey in between was very good. It's about what the world would be like. It's fantasy, I guess. I guess it'd be considered that. I'm not sure genres or anything. I'm still new to this world. But it's about like basically if girls were the powerful ones, like they have the power, and like that whole history and like what would have happened and what has happened and what could happen. It's very interesting, but I didn't love the ending, so I gave it 4 stars. After that, I needed a little palate cleanser, and I had heard a lot about Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata, and this one was so good. Honestly, it's like short, sweet, adorable. It gave me happy emotions. It gave me sad emotions. Like, I don't think it's not a long book. Like, it took me, I think, literally a day to listen to and to read, which is not long. And it's just about this woman who's perfectly happy working at a convenience store, and like that's her life, that's her job, and she loves it, and everybody around her is trying to just like make her do what society wants a 36-year-old woman to do. It's based in Japan. I think it's a translation, but it's really, really good. Totally recommend. 5 stars. After that, I read The Last Days of John Lennon. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I thought I was a fan of the Beatles. I knew nothing that this book covered. It's not really about the last days of John Lennon. This is by James Patterson, by the way. And it's about the Beatles and John's whole life, basically, like leading up to his last days. And it also goes between the point of view of, I won't say his name because I don't want to give him credit, but of the murderer, the guy who shot John Lennon. I hope that's not a spoiler. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it was very interesting. I gave it 4 stars. I don't remember why it didn't get 5, because I really remember liking it, so that's interesting. Anyway, next I read The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. I've heard a lot about their books before, and this one in particular. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was the classic rom-com kind of hate to love romance novel. I did really enjoy it. And then I read with my bestie Lauren, Anxious People, and I guess I didn't give this one a rating yet because I was waiting for her to finish it so I could finish, and I didn't want to give her any spoilers on the end, but I think I'll probably give it 4 stars. It was a really good book, but it was almost like a mystery at the same time, and like I loved everything, but it could have ended a little bit sooner than it did. Like, it dragged on a bit at the end just to tie up some like loose ends, which in theory I just said I liked, and I understand that, but in this case, like, everything kind of was already like good, and then they just like added more that was unnecessary. So overall, it was a very good book. And if you like a bit of mystery, a little bit of anxiety, and just like, I would say an easy read. I don't know. It didn't feel like that deep, but at the same time, there was a lot of things to think about. Anyway, and then the last book that I just finished a couple days ago was Dolly Parton's Songteller, My Life in Lyrics. I gave this a 3 out of 5. I really wanted to love it. I swear I did, but because I do love Dolly. I loved all the stories in it, but I listened to it obviously, and it was Dolly saying it, but it felt like an interview, like an unscripted interview, and someone was just asking questions and she was just rambling off. It didn't feel like it was like a book. Like it felt as if I had invited Dolly to a podcast, asked her a couple questions about songs that she wrote, and she just rolled with it. So the stories were really good, and I love listening to her little giggles and like her sense of humor. She's got confidence. Let me tell you, she knows that she's funny. She knows she's a businesswoman. She knows she's not to be messed with. So definitely still stand Dolly Parton, but if you're going to read the book, I would recommend physically reading it, because I don't think the audiobook does the stories justice in a way, or maybe do both and like read along. I don't know. Anyway, so right now I am reading Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo, and that will be my 15th book. And I don't even feel like I want to talk about movies right now, but I've watched, I think, I'm in my 20s, like for like 20 something. I'm in the middle of watching all the Marvel movies, and maybe once I've finished that, I'll do like an encapsulating my top favorites and stuff, because I am very interested to like look back on it at some point. Like even this is really interesting. Like, why didn't I give that The Last Days of John Lennon a 5? I don't remember. Anyway, currently reading, let's change that. Okay, so I guess that's all for now. Make sure to subscribe if you want to know more about what I'm reading and my taste in Marvel movies eventually. And I guess that's all. Betty vibes.